And for the conservation of time, we're just going to start at the 22nd verse and lift up a couple of amen. God bless you. Thank you so much. If it's your custom, please stand for the reading of the word. Mark 8th chapter, starting with the 22nd verse, says, And he came, and he cometh to Bethsaida, and they bring a blind man unto him, and besought him to touch him. And he took the blind man by the hand, and led him out of the town. And when he had spit on his eyes, and put his hands upon him, he asked him if he saw aught. He looked up and said, I see men as trees walking. After that, he put his hands again upon his eyes and made him look up, and he was restored and saw every man clearly. That 25th verse says, after that he put his hands again upon his eyes and made him look up. He put his hands on his eyes and told him to look up. And he was restored and saw every man clearly. Look at somebody, if you will, and get your preaching voice on and say, touch me again. Come on, let's celebrate the Lord in the house. Come on, you can do better than that, children. That's mighty quiet. Celebrate the Lord in the house. Touch
me again.
Me.
Come on, Bishop.
Again.
Amen.
Do me one more favor. You ain't got to get up, turn around, or look, holler up at somebody and say, touch me.
Touch me.
Again.
Amen.
We find here the book of Mark. This text was penned between AD 57 and 63. The place is unknown. Here we find a man by the name of Mark. To be exact, his first name was John Mark. But because of the many Johns in the Bible, John, who we refer to as John the Baptist, John the Revelator, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John, the Gospels, theologians simply refer to him as the Gospel according to St. Mark. It is the 41st book of the Bible. It has 16 chapters, 678 verses, 15,176 words, 121 questions, 11 Old Testament prophecies fulfilled. Mark here writes about a man that was blind. If you allow me to walk down the text this evening, we find here in the 22nd verse, it says, and he becometh to Bethsaida, and they bring a blind man unto him, and besought him to touch him. Here in the 22nd verse, Lovejoy, what we find here that evidently this man had friends. Because the text says that he was blind, and they brought him to see Jesus. Talk back at your boy if you will. Talk. Listen, I got a question. We got a nice crowd here tonight. I like to ask this question. When was the last time that you brought somebody? Talk back at me if you will. When was the last time that you brought somebody to see Jesus? Okay, let me back up. Rewind. When was the last time that you brought somebody not to hear you sing? Not to hear your favorite preacher preach. Talk, Hicks, I believe I will. Not to see your children say their little Easter speech. Not to be nosy or to cause confusion. They don't come to church, but you bring them to church. When was the last time that you brought somebody into the house of God to see Jesus? The text says that they went out and they brought Minister Jackie a blind man to see Jesus, and then requested of him to touch him. Oh my God. They didn't say, Lord, heal him. They didn't say, Lord, Jesus, pray over him, or Jesus, we need you to deliver him. It says here, it says that all we want you to do is touch him. Hallelujah. Look at somebody say, it's power in a touch. Listen, let me pause here. My oldest daughter is here tonight. My firstborn is here tonight, looking real beautiful and debonair like her daddy. And listen here. And listen, when Shamir was born, May 5th, 1980. March 5th, 1980. Amen. Yeah, March 5th, 1980. Listen here. When her mama was in labor and I was in the delivery room, brothers and sisters, and listen here, I had an excitement mode. I was in a frenzied fit because here it was, my first baby, come on somebody, was about to be delivered. I can remember the doctor handed me the scissors and was going to allow me to cut the umbilical cord, but I wasn't excited about cutting the umbilical cord. What I was excited about is being able to touch it. I wish I had some help up in here. Anybody been there other than me? Come on, some of my mothers, y'all holler back at me if you will. That thing been kicking off in you for 9 months. Come on, somebody. And you in pain waiting to put it out. But even though once it come out, guess what? The first thing you want to do is reach out and touch. Come on, somebody holler back at your boy. Listen, I was excited to reach out and touch my Shamia Leontinette Hicks. Come on, somebody. I was excited. Though she had blood and mucus, I was like, look at this beautiful, gorgeous thing. Come on, I was lying to myself. Come on, but not only was I excited, Minister Carl, to touch her, guess what? I got more excited because when I went home and began to call my daddy and my sister and everybody to let them know, guess what? That Shamir is here. Come on, somebody. Listen here. I was so excited, Isaiah, that I wanted to go and text her. And text her again. Come on, somebody. Now, the fact, y'all, I hope y'all ain't too saved for me because I'm just a damn home country preacher that keep it real. I never will forget the first time I kissed that thing right there. Come on, somebody, listen here. I never will forget it. Guess what? It was a short one, but guess what? I couldn't wait to get back to do it again. Come on, y'all holler back at me if you will. Is there anybody here that you have had one text that you wanted to be texted again?
Yeah. Come on, Bishop.
I wish I had some real folk. Y'all too saved, too bougie for me. Let me talk to the brothers and the sisters over here in the corner. Have y'all ever been to a place that you had something that you touched and it might not even been the right thing, but it felt so good to you, you wanted to touch it again? I wish I had some real folk up in here. Listen, they asked the Lord to touch
me again. Come on.
this blind man. And listen, check this out now. Don't look. I plan on coming back, so I don't care y'all do get mad. Elder, my son, he gonna bring me back. Listen, in the 23rd verse it said, and he took the blind man by the hand and led him out of town. Now some of y'all ain't gonna like me right here because y'all fit in this category. Listen here. Listen. This is what happened, bro. This is what happened. Check this out. They bring their friend, Lord, this blind man to Jesus to watch him be healed. And Jesus turned around and take the blind man and leave him behind. Perhaps some of you. Let me say this. There are a lot of folk that have brought folk to church, but they wasn't saved. There are a lot of folk that brought sinners, messed up, jacked up, tore up from the floor, folk to church, but Jesus had to leave you behind so they could be healed. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but I think I was one of the ones that he took by the hand. Come on, somebody. And the reason I can say that, you can act like you all that, but I don't care how many degrees you got behind your name. I don't care, listen here, how well your speech is. I don't care how sophisticated, educated, come on, somebody, that you may think that you are. I don't, listen here, I don't care what your position, I don't care what title that you got. Listen here. Listen, I got associates, a bachelor's, a master's, and a doctor, and I still split words to ask them how to spell T-H-E. Can't work a computer with a cuss. Huh? Just because you got all that, you ain't all that. Come on, somebody. I don't care how big your house is, how big your car is. You ain't all that. The Bible says that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. Because I've been in church all my life. My daddy was a preacher. My granddaddy was a preacher. My uncles were preachers. Two brother-in-laws were preachers. My sister a preacher. I'm a preacher. And guess what? I have still messed up in life. Listen here. Some of y'all wonder why you can't get ahead. I tell you why you can't. Because you in the crowd that needed to be left behind. Let me pause it. Don't y'all look at nobody. Just don't look to the left or right. Just keep your hands straight, because I don't want your neighbor feeling like you're talking about them. How many of y'all, listen here, are around some folk, even in your church, that you wish Jesus would take you away from? They saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost, and still get on your last nerve. They in the church coming in a Honda, Cadillac, and Suzuki, come on, and still will cut you out when they get outside the door. They sing on the praise team. They got come on somebody. They play instruments. They sat in the pulpit. They got fervent prayer that will shout you all day and all night. But they'll get outside the door and treat you like you crap. Come on somebody. Talk to you like you ain't nothing. Come on. Lord, I need you to touch us again.
Right there. Come on. That's good right there. That's good.
I was one of them. I told y'all I was raised up in the church. I stayed in church so much one night my mom and daddy locked up the church and left me at church. I was on the back bench sleep. They had to come back and get me. Come on somebody. Another occasion on Lady Miss Jessie May Jones, Galilee Baptist Church, Newport News, Virginia, was holding me. My mama was a musician. My daddy was the pastor. And she got happy. And I was in her lap. When she got happy, I said, woo! I went on in the, come on somebody. I've been in church all my life. Come on somebody. And still, guess what? I still, as a bishop, and I still got issues. Holler at somebody if you will. Anybody here other than me got issues? Come on, you need God to take you, not tomorrow, but today. I got
it. Free the house. Come on.
So we walked down the text. When we walked down the text, where my daddy said, boy, if you ain't got nothing else to preach, just walk the text. Come on. Here in verse 24. Let me read 23 for you one more time. And he took the blind man by the hand and led him out of the town. Said, sometimes you got to get away from around folk. One of my members texted me today. Literally, my wife will tell you, it brought tears to my eyes. I can tell you who it is. It was AJ. AJ, I was laying in my bed, falling asleep on my little break today. AJ texted me and he said, Bishop, thank you for inviting us to come to Georgia. Amen. He said, it's beautiful. This one, I still got to take, and it was well needed. Come on, y'all ain't hearing me up here. That's what he said. That's his wife right there. Raise your hand, Lisa. That's his wife right there. Listen here. Listen. That thing blessed me. Because see, people always can tell you negative stuff. They can always tell you what you didn't do and what you should have did and what you could have did. I'm laying in my bed, sleep, trying to get a little rest before I have to live. And I get this text saying this and that. I'm glad you invited us to come. In other words, what he was saying that he needed to get out of town.
Yeah. Amen.
Every now and then, it's just good to get away. Woo, I feel real good, Tony. Listen here. It says he took the man out of the town. Now, I don't know if I handle this. I'm still being delivered on some things. The word said he spit on him. Spit on me if you want. I promise you, the good Lord gonna bless you and the undertaker gonna trust you. Tony, the text says that Jesus took the man from his friends. Yeah. All right. And not only he spit on his shirt, his pants. The text says he spit in his eye. Say, help me with this, because that just messed me up. The man already blind. And Jesus had enough power to speak and say, let there be light, and light appeared. He had enough power to dig his big wide hand down 7 trenches and water come through him and call it 7 seas. He could have spoken to the man and said, see? Right. Lazarus is in a grave for 4 days. Jesus showed up and say, come forth. Well, a parade. Jesus takes the man from around his friends, out of town, and instead of laying hands on him, he spit in his eye.
Don't try to do that off.
The text says he spit and laid hands. So in other words, he spit in his eye and then rubbed it in. How many times you been to church, folk will spit on you and rub it in? Maybe not physical spit, but it felt like spit. He spit on the man and then lay his hand, rub it in. Y'all help me because Jesus funny. You know he knows all and sees all. He turned around and said, what you see? Like he didn't already know. See, that would make me mad. Get on my last nerve with church folks. They already want to ask you something. They already know the question, but they won't see what you gonna say. They ain't got to say the praise. I'm talking about Jesus' word. Ask the question. Already know the answer. Say, I'm gonna call and see what he say. I'm going to see if he tell me the same thing he told you. Come on, y'all. I wish I had some real folk up in here. I got any real folk. Y'all too bougie from me. Let me hear. Somebody say amen right here. Child, I saw him. He ain't going to get out of this one. I know he lied. Come on, somebody. I know he lied. I saw him with my own eyes. But she ain't going to admit it, y'all. You ever seen folk get mad at you when they guilty? Come on, somebody. I ain't trying to be funny. I ain't trying to be funny, and I ain't trying to put my business out there in the street like that. But I had, and pastors go through this, so if you don't want it, don't accept the call. When you say pastor, a whole lot of crazy stuff comes in there. Listen here. I had a young lady that tell me, she told somebody else that she was had been in a relationship with me. That's what she said. What she said. But so, check this one out, baby. Now, I told my wife and my children, my whole family, that I had to go home and tell everybody this. Then she had the audacity to tell me, you was the last man I was with. Y'all ain't ready for this, but I went home, pull off my clothes and check myself. You stayed bold enough to tell a lie and then come tell a lie to the person that you're telling a lie about. Crazy stuff happens when you're in leadership. Now, I ain't never denied in my young days I was a killer. I ain't trying to act like, you know, and I'm mad and I'm sad because my boys took on the same killing instinct. I'm glad they did deliver and Isaiah has been delivered. He got a wife now. Listen, I never was a drinker. I go to the club and buy a drink and had the same drink and it was soft drink, little slow gin fizz or strawberry daiquiri, and get my boys drunk and take their girls home. See, y'all acting busy. Some of y'all doing that right now. And the women look at me like I'm crazy and retarded. You gonna deal with somebody else, so don't look at me crazy. Come on. And you're in church tonight, and you're going to go to lay in somebody's bed when you get home. I know y'all don't like me. Thank God for deliverance. Come on, somebody say deliverance, deliverance, deliverance. Deliverance, deliverance, deliverance. I was a single parent for 17 years, and I had all kind of women coming at me, all kind of, and Lovejoy, thank God, bless her heart. Lovejoy said, Dad, I don't like her. Yeah, she got to get close to me because she wants you. Come on, Lovejoy gave women hell. Thank God, but she was my protector. Jesus could have delivered this man the same way he delivered me, you from things without spitting on us. Kendall would suggest this to me that maybe sometimes you need to be spit on. Because see, spit is one of the lowest forms of being nasty. You can cuss me out, but don't spit on me. He spits on him, rubs his eyes, and says to the man, what you see? And the man says, Shannon, I see men as trees. Now, let me back up. I told y'all I wasn't going to be all that night because y'all already got a great teacher and preacher. Let me back up. My mindset, bro, give me something. My mindset said, if you've been blind all your life, how you know what trees look like? Which says to me, Samir, which says to me is that in your issue, God can cause you to still see in your blind state. Because they gay and homemongers and all that in the choir and in the pulpit, don't mean God can't use. Oh God, I wish I had. Matter of fact, I used to be ashamed to say I was a musician back in the day because 90% of the musicians will sing. And because I sung with choirs, they labeled me as being what they were. Y'all too saved for me. I go a little deep for some of y'all. But listen, God would take your toe up from the floor up, jacked up, messed up place, thing or issue, and use you to cause folk to come to Christ. But you still got to pay. Every knee shall bow. And every tongue shall confess. He will use you in your mess. He says to them, what do you see?
What do you see?
The man says, I see men as trees. Which said to Jesus, you saved, but you ain't delivered yet. You got a whole lot of folk, Pastor Laszlo, that's in church that are called to ministry. They're saved, but they're still being delivered. Can I get 9 folk and I'll be 10? Then I hop up and say, preacher, that's me. Is there anybody here other than me still being delivered for some stuff? Come on, talk back at the door. Yeah. You saved, but you're still being delivered. Come on. You saved, but you're still smoking. You saved, but you're still dipping it down. You saved, but you're still taking a drink. You saved, but you're still lying. You saved, but you're still fornicating. Come on. And so, since Jesus recognizes that the man now is saved, but not delivered, he touches him again.
Yeah. Amen.
How many of y'all need Jesus to touch
Yes.
you again? I know you think you got it on and you're acting like you all that, and you're smiling on the outside, but you're hurting like hell on the inside, and you don't want folk to know your issues and your struggles. And matter of fact, the truth tonight here, God has spoken in my spirit tonight, that you can be set free tonight. It's about 15 folk in here tonight that you are really dealing with some stuff on the inside, but you're acting like you got it together on the outside. And God said, if you just let me touch you one more time. And so, Jesus takes the man and touches him again. And he asked the man again, what do you see? Good evening, city of praise. Adios, Avita Saint. Can I tell you, when Jesus touches you again, things start to happen. Can I get a witness? The man was able to see clearly. Lord have mercy, and went on about his life. I got to go now, but I want to serve notice to you tonight. There's power in the touch. Can I get a witness? And I'm not talking about touch by the hand of man, but I'm talking about being touched by the hand of God. Can I get a witness? I'm so glad that I've been touched by the hand of God. Can I get a witness? Lord have mercy. I'm so glad that in 1958, when Hicks and James Hicks put their 24 chromosomes together, and up popped a little boy by the name of Kenneth Hicks. I'm so glad for the love that my mama had for my daddy, laying hands on me, for my training, coming up in the church, for teaching me Jesus loved me. This I know, for the Bible tells me so. For teaching me this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. For teaching me the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He's making me to lie down in green pastures. He's leading me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. He leading me in the path of righteousness for walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou prepares the table before me in the presence of my enemy. Thou anointed my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. I'm glad that they taught me, for God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in Him should not perish, but have everlasting life. I'm glad that they taught me faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. I'm glad that they taught me being steadfast, unmovable, always abiding in the works of Christ. I'm glad that they taught me I will bless the Lord at all times, and His praise shall continue to be in my mouth. I'm glad that they taught me weeping may endure for a night, but God coming in the morning. I'm glad that they taught me a charge to keep my hand, but God is glorified. I'm glad that they taught me, Father, I stretch my hand to Thee, Lord, have I known. I'm so glad that they taught me all that they did, but I pray that I'm really glad about it. When Jesus spoke peace into my life, I gave my daddy my hand, but I gave God my heart. I gave crying, but what I do to be saved, and when He blessed me again, then what happened? I changed my whole life. I done learned the Lord is my shepherd. I done learned He are faithful unto death. But this is what I learned when He texted me again. I learned this is Exodus chapter 30. That will do the rock of every gospel. The ruler, first and second Savior, first and second Kings, first and second Chronicles, answer Nehemiah, the Joel Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, and the over the angels, over the iron soul, by the name of the beggar. I learned to Father, you can God, in other words, I got a personal relationship when He texts me again, and He alright, He alright, He alright, He alright, He when He touches you again, things you used to do, you don't do no more. Places you used to go, you don't go no more. Some things you used to say, you don't say no no more.